Hello everyone. Hello. And now you know what time is it? It's adventure time, more likely Furina time. Before we do that, I want to see the Sishwin ability first. I mean, I will not put her, of course. I just want Furina right now. But she probably gonna, fun, I guess. Oh.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Yes.
Getting here. Let's blow bubbles. No, my sword. By royal decree.
Alright, let's see her ultimate.
I summon thee. Body and witness the power. I swear it's for medical research.
Are you sure about that? Or probably I'm going to kill you.
Booty booty.
Hey! Frost is coming! Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Yeah.
Getting here!
Let me weave you a verse. You might feel a little pricked.
I mean, I do not see any here.
Blow bubbles. Oz, reveal
Going under! Frost is coming!
I mean, I saw that one thing, but
Getting here!
it's only heal her. That's all.
Frost is coming!
I swear it's for medical research.
I mean, she's not bad, I guess. I don't know.
Prince of darkness, come, sever night from Ring Cutter.
Commencing cleanup!
I mean, her gameplay is not that good as I think of, but everything is fine. How about what you think, Nerissa? Is she okay? I mean, probably, but I still don't understand her kit to use, so I will not pull her. Furina, otherwise.
Nova, get them! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Come on out! Let the world come alive! You're toast! Shower me with praise! Nice and spicy! Teamwork is dreamwork!
I mean, Furina, skill to use. Ouch.
Let's light it up! Goba, get the... Let my name echo in song! Eat this!
Very nice, man. Anyway, let's go before we go to the Furina quest. By the way, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys have a good day, because without why I don't know what to say actually. Alright, as always, Bismillah. Give me Primogen again. Do not give me that thing. Primogen is the better one. Okay. Bismillah. Oh shit! Do not pull that. If I pull that, I'm gonna piss. One pity, please. One pity. Oh, come on. I got weapon. And the weapon. Bro, really? Is this a weapon? At least give me one character though, man. Please, Furina, come here. I have Arlecchino, you know? I mean, you're afraid Arlecchino actually. But she will not do anything, right? She just want to help you the prophecy. Yeah, the prophecy. Also, my Nerissa is here, so please help. Nerissa, help. Hold on this. Come on. 5-star fucker. Hey, Gummy. So it's been a while. Oh, there you go. Let's put this one. Bro, ready? The Bastards Julia.
Wish to report? You have my under.
Fantastic Julia, I would say. Gaming first this. Please, I need Furina for my teammate. Oh, yeah, for that. Bismillah. Please, game. 5-star. Okay, we get the Rosaria. I believe her kit is good too. Especially when we said the quick hit, speed, attack increase, okay. Her talent is casted the rate of damage, increase the crit rate for all in your party except for reserve for 5, stay and reserve crit rate for 50 seconds. Shadow. So yeah, this one, right? This one. And when reserve minion for behind using this reserve rate, finish by 12%. That's good. At night, your party member gain the switch stiff effect, mostly increase. Not bad. I mean, I can use her to my Arlecchino because she have 50 by 15 of Rosaria crit rate for 10 seconds crit rate one again. This cannot extend, right? So after I use this, casting the routines of termination increase the crit rate of all party members except Rosaria herself by 50%. If I get that 50% right, I don't know how to play Rosaria actually. So if we say 50%, so my Arlecchino will get like 190 or correct 90. That's a lot. And when I do that and I have Furina at my side, that will be good. But I'm running out of the Primogen, so let's have fun this first. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Give me the harder one. Ooh. You need to do this, right? just take my like Genshin, Toma for the wow. Oh, all right.
You are not welcome here. Here's Becca. Check this out. Now you're testing my patience.
Nowhere to hide.
Let's end this now.
Witness my rise.
Ow.
You'll be fine. Income.
Fire it up.
Die already, you're annoying. You're too annoying. Alright.
6308. Swirl. Mark 2.
Transfix. Supporting fire.
Get away from me. You guys so annoying.
You unlucky today.
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow. Absorption test.
One order.
Don't get too close. Here's Becca.
Everlasting as the moon.
Cut to the chase.
Yeah, just shake. Yeah, good.
Check this out.
Overrule.
I got you covered. You are not welcome here.
Enhanced cannon will module 75.
Laid bare.
Don't get too close. Now that's my patience.
This is where you
What? It's not that. Hold up. What? I complete 20 times. Oh, my bad. I do not need you. Go away first. You, and you. Tôi chết tại what? I did good, right? What do you mean?
You are not welcome here.
Time to oblivion. Animal hypostate.
It's not obvious I already hear them a lot.
shine down.
Animal test 63.
There is no escape.
Here's Becca. You are not working.
Illusion shattered.
Swirl. Mark 2.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Hold on, I did the same thing, right? How that not even winning that time? Weird. Very weird. You and you man, son, cute.
Rain outlines your... Ready. Let me weave you a verse. Hunt them down.
Attack!
Drop your weapons. Hands where I can...
Propagate!
Time to act. Rain outlines your...
Scatter!
Stop right there!
Into the shadows.
Time to testify.
Shoot.
Propagate!
Witness the power of good. Justice will prevail.
Ready.
Spring forth!
Hunt them down.
Put down. Oh.
No, my sword.
Oh, now I get it. No wonder I cannot do it. Triggered an overload reaction. I see. So we need to do again this. So who can sting the overload charge? You, and I will give you you. No wonder I don't check anything. I need to make overload reaction. I see.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Ready.
You're toast.
Time to testify.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Loaded.
Justice will prevail.
Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
It's not about how many kills you can do. It's about how many reactions you can make.
By royal decree, final warning.
Time to testify. Ready.
You asked for it. Eat this.
Hunt them down.
Justice will prevail.
Time to testify.
Oz revealed.
Into the shadows.
Stop right there.
Hunt them down.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night.
mean, it's kind of weird to do something like that. But whatever. This one is Hydro and Electro. Yeah. Genshin. Who else? Babra. And let's put her.
Rain cutter. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha.
It's right.
Shine down. Ready, steady. I'll protect us. Enhanced animal module. Torn to oblivion.
No excuse for
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. There is no escape.
I'll put you on high heat.
Let me weave you a verse. Now you shall perish. Let the show begin. Stand clear. Animal hyperstate. Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Rain cutter. Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Charge. Okay. Beidou. You. And you. Easy electric charge.
Happy to oblige. Let's dance. Rain outlines your eyes on me. Happy to oblige.
You are not welcome here.
I'm getting sick of this. Let me weave you a verse. A brash maneuver billowing surge. To ashes.
Now you're testing my patience.
I'm getting sick of it. Body and mind. Time to act.
It doesn't, not bad.
I'll protect us. Power that ended high shot. Allow me. No, my sword. Rain cutter. Eyes on me. To oblige.
New punch lucky today.
Let the show begin. Rest and rebuild.
Alright, we get 200 for that, so I'm happy with it.
Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
As extra episodes. Let's see Rosaria what she needs for her talents. I have more than enough. Let's see about her. She needs. Oh, she knows. That's good. I have more than enough for this. Her talent can be useful for me, especially her ultimate. But for now, we need to focus on Furina. That's all I can. That's all I can say. What's this? Why there are two? Rosaria, the result of the church free spirit. The difference is only the hat. Bruh. Oh, I need 8 more. I can just pull one by one, but still. Anyway, let's go. Let's crack her. This one. Let's kill this one first. Like multiple time, I guess. Hello, man.
This one's got your name on it. You fell aboard there, I guess.
This is where. Overruled. Shine down.
Everybody stand.
Go bye.
Off we go. Watch out. Oh. Fire. Well.
Lay bare.
Wow, nice tone. Anyway. Furina, I want to do your plans. So we need to done the novelette first. Novelette. To her.
What could the children be up to?
Hurry up.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Furina, the fate of God. I mean, kind of. Someone like semi-God. Maybe, I don't know. Call me when you want, call me when you need.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You don't have to be that right. You less attack, the better. Yeah.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Look at it.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Okay.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
Furina.
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Yeah. We
Let's go. Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can I sponsor the budget for a new actor or ticket?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
I see.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah. This is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And
I have told you in the
to pay you back.
It's not going to be a problem.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Wait, but you know who?
Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Wait, mine thinking a lot. I just thinking that.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Her.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want to show, go ahead, not you. Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Let's go. Good to chat in there.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Thank you.
Where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Thank you, Kitri.
When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in...
Furina show, I guess.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Furina. Seems a little over the top.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Yes, do you want what? Furina. I mean, I still don't know how she get a lot of money to buy that thing, a house. But other than that, she probably, already buy it when she become famous back then.
She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
I mean, of course.
No, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
True.
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Do you get sick of macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
It's because you have to do all your own cook
How
now.
rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity!
Oh.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or larva profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Okay.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Oh, how you dare to do that to me. I'm gonna kick your ass, Furina.
Sorry,
Do not
we're
know.
sorry. Please don't be mad.
I'm gonna just show consider for your will.
Yeah, exactly. What the traveler said. Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you.
Are you sure that Paimon? Or you really try to make fun of her? Literally, when Paimon say something, it will be hurt to anybody. And Paimon still do the same thing to everyone.
Hang on a sec. You weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not. We actually come here to ask you.
My help? Well, Maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision now.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You don't understand the job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
Just no more citizens, okay?
So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
You tell Furina about the troop plan
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities, but given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Why?
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
So that's you really feel.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
If I beat your ass, take this grass.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume that most of people, but with making one exception. You should not assume the worst of people.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand without thinking about every possible grain on the other side.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Let's try come up with plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right then, we'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Goodbye. Imagine no for that like. I don't have that picture though.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Who's that? Oh, it's just the stuff. Only for her to find out she's no longer me.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
What doctor do you mean? Hello there, Pokemon. Welcome to the stream. I'm new at your channel. Her story is so sad, and you're gonna cry. Sure. You know.
I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Yes, dude. But you want to wait here for a second.
Sure.
Furina, is that you? Yeah, I knew it was Furina after all. I was like, who the fuck was that?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Are you sure about that, Furina? Or you try to flirt in with the trouble? Tell me the truth, Furina.
Alright, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all.
Or not lie.
When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Then why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
It's me, the uncomfortable question.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, It sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
I see.
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh,
That's sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina?
What are you talking about?
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
Everything can bring emotion. They can't appear out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Huh. Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
See you. It's you, I will do it, especially in there.
Thank you all so much.
Dang it, there,
I'm
no.
a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are.
I thought there would be a new word, thank you. Something like that Furina would say.
Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Okay. Hey, it's not fair. Why you not letting me to go, you son of a bitch? Can I buy something? Why can't I buy here? What the fuck? It's not fair. Why you leaving me alone? Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way. Give me milk. My nose itchy. Itchy. San, ya, arigato. B. Fonte, what? Now, itchy knee, san, ya, arigato. No, itchy knee, san, no, arigato. Oh, no. Shit. It's up. No, not down. Furina, come back here. Not back.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction. You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finally, an actress was the last of your problem.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human, and sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
Yeah, true.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way.
That's she also.
I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about
Oh.
whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing.
Yeah.
But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson?
Something wrong?
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
2%. Hold up. Is there anything that I can cover?
Pressure's on now. We gotta make sure we're fully prepared.
Okay.
You're off to Poisson to find Paulo, right? Have a safe trip. We'll take care of the troop while you're gone.
Okay. Goodbye. If Furina, I still cannot get you. Fuck. I want to do one pull, but if I do that, I will miss opportunity to all pull at once. Please, Furina, give me your glow rank. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. Please, Furina, come back to me. Come to me, you little shit. You're not wrong way. What's up? Awesome. Hello. Oh yeah, I forgot to upload the one video about Alakino accidentally came, so I will do after this.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Bro, that's not house.
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson.
I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
No.
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Thank you.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Don't worry, I'll let you know the job. Like this. Right down. Hey, calm down, man. Calm down.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything.
True.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past.
Someone coming.
I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and...
I'm sure some people do not buy that.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
It's not like you. No, me too. It's not like you. Maybe you take on a bit too much in one go.
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding from my responsibility forever.
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They're not stay quiet either.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Okay, everyone just disappeared suddenly after gathering like 2 minutes ago. Hello.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
True. I mean,
Great. Well,
you kind of annoying when you become
So
an alpha
please don't
like
disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
Yeah, baby. Hash on
I
yourself.
had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Bro, why I'm so laughing right now? I just imagine some guy from Professional that charge and kick her, fall her down for no reason.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Then you feel free to ask your reward.
Reward?
Because now you finally speak your heart. You do not have to argument and alone anymore.
I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I
Hey.
don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Okay, also what Oyin over here, if you don't know in Malaysia, Oyin is a cat. Not the name of cat, cat is kucing in Malaysia. Orange is the type, color of furry of that cat. But Paimon mean to say she does not like to see you so down. Do you feel better having got it all your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. Alright, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Hello there, Gigi. You don't tell me he run away like shit.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Damn. British.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now?
Oh,
It's not
damn.
your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Damn.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
Let someone feel the love in childhood.
We're back. Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
Damn.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
Damn.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
No, do not say that.
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What the fuck? Why?
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me.
What?
As the child of a murderer. My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage.
Sheesh.
The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It
Damn.
was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. I thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it, and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director O'Reilly's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director O'Reilly had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing.
To nothing.
Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with O'Reilly.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Hollow.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Hello there. What? Where? Where's that? Hello. The place from literally, place, house, or whatever you're going to say. Please help me. I'm dangerous.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Try to keep up. So cute. Alright, I will not go there because I know that flower is mine. Hey, it's straight over there.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
It is not quite a gut level power that you know any self-defense. And cast slavery. What's that mean? I want this.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aww, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Yeah. Should we use traveler or thingy? Ah, fuck. Okay, stop. You go first.
everlasting as the
Moonlight.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
And I burned everything.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Wait. Yep. Where are we going actually? I don't know. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's here. Okay. I thought it's somewhere far away actually. Burn this house.
Mom, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamal, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aureli's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamal. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything, for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I would die in the station. But it's also cost for harm.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
You brought the to the attention of the sensitive dealer. You mistaken them to kidnap him. You brought the data to the attention.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
Aww.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray.
Sure.
The end of the
I mean,
story
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
focus back on Aurelie herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that Aurelie left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
I mean, it's kind of sad, bro. Someone who has someone helping you, yet they die because of the day. Very sad, very sad. Also, what is this actually? I see this a lot. Yeah. No. What's this? Are you with me? Oh. Oh, hello. Hello.
Feeling lucky?
30, 80. Ah! Why is the dog down? Boom, 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 boom. What's the dog down? Boom, boom, boom. Who let the dogs out? Alhamdulillah. Wait, what? Why are they already chest? What the fuck? Excuse me, why are they chest already? Okay. Who let the dogs out? Okay. How? Hello, excuse me? The fuck? Can I make that jump? Nope, cannot. What? Excuse me? Hold up. I don't have any character that can jump faster. Okay, I understand this move. Oh! I see. I need to hit. I was not. What? How? Excuse me. Do I need hit when it's calm? Something like that? What? You know. Wait, let's do it. So I need to hit it when it moves, right? I guess. I see. Now I get it. I was like, what? How am I supposed to do this? My treasure. Ooh, let this out. I'm here. Silent. You're right. Ooh, that's the doors up.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Okay. Cinders stuff.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary, looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Is something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taking that message after had seven. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She is not been since. She since was the yesterday, maybe not. I'm lost, long since lost track of time, sorry. I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approach, but my terrifying me even more is that it's true of seeing another from the troop here. Have I really protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry, I cannot write no more. I think I have fever and my fever and my old stomach trouble has returned, but nobody has given me any medication. I suppose I am most fortunate than Serenity. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subject can be used up before they die. It is a dump here. I have give her my blanket, so cold, as long as one persists, all things will pass, there will be reward for hard work. I like to tell them such a thing, but it's I who am lose my grade. If anyone see this troop safe, I them important, please farewell, apologize, live. Perform future regret Kylo. This species is about and depends to have a word dream to suffer random only some word can be made out and bury that out. For these pages onward they stop to be with a line from musical. Some are in the form newspaper clip and another are handwork. Handwriting, oh my god, I can see. With many consent out and change, it is apparent that the page has been refrained often and that is the personal, not artistic direct there are.
She was so terrified.
She watching her get this one right in front of her. And to wait her own death.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the book and the line continues, however, one page has been thrown out for up and placed next to the last black page at the bottom of the folder through a line. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this true what you want? Because I am the older sister to them, I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh, Oh.
So she
I don't
didn't
agree.
make her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Kind of sad. GG! Bro, imagine that guy say, alright, GG game. GG, good game, good game. Alright guys, GG, good game guys, good game. You did a well job guys. I cannot help you bring your life back, you GG. After reading through the book or lots of words of victory and gravity, how we reach. A long time before the group of the clan come together and finally made a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that O'Reilly's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine?
no, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home. And let's do it.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
Go big, go home.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
I mean, because she did we her, right?
First Miss Furina, now the opera epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
Best of luck to you.
Okay, I cannot talk to her. I mean him.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
Anyway, let's go to the movie like no, I have the author. Bro, how you know? When the author have a feeling.
Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
Hello then,
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
You share the story of your attention
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Once more? Maybe. We're gonna say she retired from that, so she cannot. And then last that she won.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. Must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalat.
You are very welcome. Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Alright. Bullshit. Funny, no?
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalet was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamal and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all,
Yes.
she's really fired everyone up.
I really look forward to the final product.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Can you put the real disaster on it?
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
So cute. Bro, what are you doing over there?
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... this is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Okay, what are we going to do? Just push it, right?
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Dang, the animation, bro. Is this French?
What about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Regent just was Arthur. Dang. This is very good. The animation though. Hey, the vision. Not this again. The SQT again. Bruh. Imagine novellas did the fuck. I don't want to see this same shit that I've been traumatized at that time. Hey, wait, what? Since when I have to become
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now? She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on? I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Sure. You know. Oh, outside, okay. I want to hear, is there anyone want to say anything about this? Okay. Jump! I need to know jump. Okay, I cannot talk with them. Makes sense. Oh, the performer is terrible. Bitch, why did they do this to me? Oh, hi. What? Here, right? Oh wait, I can go here. Hey, I can just take picture of this. Thank you. I was thinking, how the hell I need to go out here? Silent. Let's go back here. Imagine the vision that Furina get was the from Novella, and she like you can cure her from the sins of her crime.
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to
Oh,
argue with you right now.
Oh, it's night time. I want to say. I want to say, was an alien come here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Yes. Just say you want love.
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanit to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Mervillette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Just do whatever you feel right to you. There's only line just
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future.
Why? When I look like this, I was thinking the savior is coming.
I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
That's kind of invite you to join.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Hey, we completed. Yes. Yeah, we completed.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, the show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for.
Thank you.
But most of all,
You're welcome.
I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to Aurelie.
Sure. How about you?
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
Okay. What you say? How about you, lover?
Of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
Furina.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
So we in here, right? I believe if we go here, we cannot go back. And the scene was like, look, you never come here before, right? So fuck off. Just an empty house. Also, I really want to pull her to get, but the problem is I might not have enough. It would take more than... You know what? Fuck this shit. Bismillah, as always. Furina, please, Furina! First petty. I mean, not first petty, 31. 32. Please, 5 star. 23. Fuck. It's okay, we have like how many days again? 4 days for this. And I have more time to collect a lot of things. I didn't enough. I can just top up it, but yeah, I'm not the cheapest one. But you know what? Let's do this one more before we end the video. I probably will do the Herzit, that place thing game, the place thing, the robot thing and everything to do the quest and some quests too. Before we, you know, I need to collect them. Oh, then I like you. This is fall.
There's no escape. Umbrella force there, I guess.
Goodbye. I mean, I would say it's kind of sad to the story, but still, I have grinded a bit, but not that much, like, you know, something like that. But still, it's kind of sad to hear about someone who passed away due to the sea, the primordial sea. It's very sad to hear it, but hopefully they will do great. And I will imagine that one day we just like we fight the final boss. I mean, from all the vats and the Fatui, the all Archon, and all the members we have met friends in our journey can and help us to defeat the final boss in the future. I can imagine like, Arthur, Traveler, are you okay? I'm fine. But here, let me help you. There's someone that by the way, I think I'm going to build Rosaria, actually. I mean, she can be a very good cryo attack, and she can be a very good as this. because if you guys imagine, right? Let's say I get Furina, right? So I can change Radio Shogun and I can put Rose here, and I get 50% crit rate. That's very much. That's a lot, you know, when you use her ultimate. So I will focus her for Rose, the weird nun, I would say. The weird nun. Wait, can we? Yes, we have to one her outside of the church, free spirit, and the one inside. Why is this? Manifest the particular church of female on form. Oh, this one when she wearing a shirt one. See, I like her when she naked. Fight me if you want. And let's upgrade her a little bit, of course, because I have a lot of these, so why not? Boom. Oh shit, I do not let her to speech. What can I give you? I know you need noblesse, right? So I give you a noblesse for this one. Let's see which I have. I can give her this one. This one's very good. Wait, it's not that I... Hold up. How about my... Benny? Did I... Oh, I give him this, okay. I mean, no wonder I have this. Because I want the added damage for him. Because his talent provide me a lot of damage due to his skill. Attack damage, so no wonder I give him this. What else I can give for noblesse? Defense kinda not good for her. Health literally not good. Crit rate, HP I prefer. Hydro damage, you know. Attack literally not. HP. I mean, I have energy recharge for her, but attack, I mean, I think one of them can be changed, right? Maybe I can give this a random one. A random. So who has artifact for her that I do not use yet? HP. I need one of them, of it, not 2 or 3. At a percent defense and HP, not good, not suitable for her. HP crit rate, crit damage, and elemental. I mean, that's very good, but I need a lot of energy recharge for her. So let's see. This one I run out of everything. This one for my Furina. I mean, this is good too. I mean, I got attack and crit rate, crit damage and energy recharge for that. Even though it's attack, I routinely prefer to get is more energy recharge, I would say. For this one, I think healing is not used for her, I believe. HP, crit damage. This one I need to farm one for her. I want to see how she will be at before we end the live stream. You know what? Let's go farming for one last time before we end the live stream. I want to farm my for my Alaki, I mean Furina. My Furina still not perfect yet. I need a good amount of damage. That's a lot of damage. For slow. Hold up. What is this? I do not remember this thing. Maybe later on. And what the fuck is this? A creation made by Steam Dingo. Mango milk. What? Dingo milk. Stereo and the dream. Okay, I get it from the thing, right? But creation's name. How to get this in Genshin. I mean, I can buy this thing $40 and I get Primogen at the same time a weapon for my Furina. Like for example the accurate normal attack and charge attack. I mean we will not use that thing. The skill and then was increased by 16 when the skill hit opponent and crit rate will be increased by 2%. This one is very good. Crit rate will be increased by 2%, both will stay less than 10 seconds, max SP. I mean this will be good for Furina. Not gonna lie.
Illusion shattered. Coming at ya. Attack! Teamwork is strength. This one's got your name on it. Watch out! Let's light it up! Witness my wrongs. Laid bare. Shine down. Attack! Everybody stand! Fellow warfare, I guess. This one's got... There is no Umbrella warfare.
Allah, dia bagi lain cara give me different.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Shine down. Overrule. A proper send down. This one's got your name on it. This one's got your name. Feeling lucky? That's not.
That's the one that passes by.
There is no escape.
Ouch.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled. Illusion shattered. This one's got your name on it. This one's got your...
Nice shot, Furina. I mean, Navia. Please give me one you Fado. Not this one, and another one, the golden troop.
Feeling lucky? Attack! Transfixed. There is no escape. Coming at ya. Umbrella warfare. Laid bare. Shine down. Feeling lucky.
Feel lucky. Get over here.
Overruled. This is where you fall.
Please, give me a feather, please. Not this type feather. Come on. I like that, but not that one. Come on, game. Come on, you can give me the gold trooper, please. Damn it. Let's see what we can get for that stuff. Feather, boom, and this one. Let's see what you can give me for this one. I mean this one, okay. Bismillah as always. Defend, of course. Okay. Wow. This motherfucker really say fuck you and you and you. Let's see one more. If this thing give me terrible stuff again, I cannot imagine. This one's okay. This one's bad. This is fine. About you, bad, okay, bad. Oh my goodness gracious! This is the worst artifact I ever got in my entire life. All goes to Tiffany. What the fuck? Alright. Sure. Let's see what we can do. Should we do blazes? No, let's do this. I still want my chlorine to be powerful. This one's bad. HP make more sense than defense, so it's always Bismillah. Please do not give me something bad. Okay, that's good. Hold up. We're cooking for my chlorine here. Wait, where is my chlorine? Yes, chlorine. This. I mean, this one good. Okay, not get me. Sorry. This one. No, do not get me wrong. That one's very good to her too. You can see, very quick damage, very good, but only the problem is defend and everything. Please give me something good for her. It's always Bismillah. Okay, go to the attack. Okay. I mean HP and defense. Wow. Incredible. fruit rate? Okay. I mean, it's so bad. You get all good, but at the same time it's bad. I cannot compare with this. I get great damage, and yet you give me this shit. You're kidding me. Come here, kid. I want to kill you so bad. Anyway, thank you for watching. By the way, I have very bad luck on this. Anyway, see you guys next live stream.